Original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers. This is our mailbag episode where we read your emails, play your voicemails, and super exciting, today we are going to open the several packages that we found in our P.O. box. If you are a patron, you will be able to see the actual video of us opening it. Otherwise, you will be able to just hear us talking and describing the wonderful things in the box.
How fun.
I am, what's in the box? I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And I, producer Maria.
Ooh. Should we get to open in these?
Yeah, let's
Yes,
open
I've been
them.
dying to see what's in it.
For those of you not on the Patreon, Melissa just had a box cutter ready to go.
Yes.
There it is.
Here it is. Everyone should own a box cutter. This thing has changed my life.
I love box cutters.
I use
have
it
like
for
4
everything.
of
I love
them.
carrying them on airplanes.
That's a good box cutter. Oh my God, you're not allowed to do that.
I know.
God, chief of police over here.
Gee, narc. Okay, this is from a place in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I don't know.
What if it's immediately just anthrax? It's just immediately one cutter everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna open these carefully.
What is this?
Ask the alien.
No.
Oh my God, it's like one of those magic 8 balls, but you shake it and you ask it's an alien inside.
It's an alien instead of a magic 8-ball. What the heck?
Let's ask it if we'll ever be on New and Noteworthy.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Keep dreaming.
Oh, that looks so cool.
This
It's in
is
the shape
so
of an alien
cool.
instead of an 8 ball.
So what
where
should-
are the answers?
It's on the bottom.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was in the eyes or something.
What should we ask it?
Will we ever be on New and Noteworthy?
It says, for sure.
Sick. Awesome. Well, there you go.
Well, there
You heard
we
it here
go.
first.
I love this. This
I
is
like
great.
how
Thank
the
you.
alien uses like American kind of word.
For sure.
Like, for sure.
Tubular.
Not like
Yeah.
Tubular.
indeed,
Bop boop
my-
beep bop.
Yeah.
So I don't know who that's from because I think it was from a company, but thank you.
Yeah, let us know if you sent that to us. That's so cool.
Okay, this is from Matt from Colorado. It's kind of heavy too. It says fragile. Fragile. Oh, I think I heard about this coming. That was going to be 3 things, one for each of us. This is a glass. It's a Pukwudgie glass. It's oh my God! It says Web Crawlers Pukwudgie inscripted on the bottom.
Oh my God, how cool is
Wait,
that?
and then inside it says I, producer Maria.
No, stop! Oh my God! So what is
That
it?
is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
You get a Pukwudgie. This post office box was totally worth it. Pisces Alley.
Oh, sick. I love that.
Dolly and Asher prints on the bottom.
Oh my God. That is so cute.
It has Pisces. It has the Pisces
I love that.
symbol
Oh my
with stars
gosh.
on it. Alley.
I love
Come on.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to start crying.
That's so nice. Oh God, what is mine gonna say?
What's Melissa's gonna be a
It's gonna be blank.
Dumb bitch.
It's gonna be blank. Ooh, it has. It just says web crawlers. It says slut for Satan, and it has like the.
Yes.
It's a satanic.
Satanic temple. Oh my God. I love that.
Oh,
that is so
it has
cool.
the thing on it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Who are these from again?
It says Matt in Colorado.
Oh my God, Matt, thank you so much. These are so awesome and so thoughtful. I can't even imagine like how you even got these done. Thank you.
Those are great. Thank you so much. It was above and beyond. Thank you. Both of those gifts, so thoughtful.
It says, ladies, I love the show so much. I made these for you all. I'm pretty sure you can guess who each one is for. Keep up the great work. Your show brings so much joy. Honk, honk, and boyoing, Matt.
Well, thank you so much for those. I love those so much.
Next gift. This says it's from Ruby and Rudy's in Las Vegas.
Oh, hell yeah. I hope it's a stripper. Oh no, I'm scared.
Oh my God. What if it's plane tickets?
What is this for the other guy?
I hope you have the opportunity to put this to use from Matt B. Sasquatch Field Guide brochures. Oh my God. Oh, these are so cool. It's like,
Oh,
Oh my
It's
God,
three
I
of
love
these.
this.
I love that.
how to cast for tracks. Like
Well,
what
we're
their
gonna have to
feet
use this.
look like.
It's like a big brochure. It's like a big guide for how to track down a Sasquatch.
Wow.
We're gonna have to use that when we go squatching.
Yeah,
Watching.
yeah. Let's squat.
We got 3 of them.
Awesome.
How nice.
That's so
Thank you.
nice.
That's so nice. This is from a person called Walmart.
Ooh.
Mr. Walmart.
Oh my
Cat
god.
food. You got cat food?
No.
It's canned shrimp.
It's canned shrimp. 2 cans of shrimp.
Is it because of your
I think it's our pistol shrimps team. I would assume.
Oh.
What else
Is-
could it be? Why else would we get cans of shrimp?
I was thinking maybe it's for Melissa because of the cinnamon toast shrimp.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
no interesting. Well, thank you.
Well, cool. We got some canned shrimp.
Canned
That's awesome.
shrimp. Okay.
I think if that's a send up to the pistol shrimps, I think that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, it could be. This is another from Walmart.
Well, maybe this is like a pistol.
A pistol. This is just a gun.
I'm scared.
They do sell them.
A razor.
Are you sure
Wait.
this wasn't just something you ordered?
But there's something else in here too.
Okay, no, yes, I'm starting to think that it was.
What is that? What does that say?
It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh no, I knew it.
Wait, what does the razor have to do with anything, though? Venus. I love gifts
I don't
that
get
are
it.
actually riddles.
I understand the shrimp and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch because for those of people, it's a long story, but it's on my Twitter if you want to. Is this like?
Kill yourself?
That's what I was thinking. That's because I'm very cynical. I was like, oh, kill yourself.
That never. But why wouldn't they send you like a?
And they're in. I don't.
So this is a
Interesting.
very sinister gift, is what you're trying to say. This is like a threat.
Did I ever say or shave your legs? Maybe someone's like shave your
Well,
legs.
I
bitch.
posted a picture of like how I'm not shaving my legs, so maybe that's it.
right, you did.
For me, I think someone's telling you to kill yourself.
That's what I was thinking too.
Cool. This PO box is fun.
Interesting. I love a riddle. Okay, you got some good, some bad. That's very strange.
Wow. Is that all we got?
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Obviously, there's no name on that one.
No, it's from Walmart.
All right, coward.
Yeah, thanks, coward. I mean,
Thanks, coward.
These razors are great because
Yeah, those
literally
are expensive
just
razors.
Ran out of. Yeah, I know these are expensive. So whoever bought this,
Has money.
it's like you spent at least like this is like $20 for this. Like this isn't cheap.
Yeah, those are the nice razors. So they want
I
you
don't
to.
think it's sinister. I think they're saying
It could be. It could be lighthearted.
men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Venus.
Maybe they're saying you're a goddess. Venus is like the goddess of love.
Okay.
So they're saying like, forget this
Interesting.
cinnamon toast crunch thing. Like you're a goddess.
Okay, maybe. Well, if
Go kill yourself.
Go kill yourself. Well, whoever sent this, if you're listening, please explain
Never
yourself.
entered my mind. Not once did I see
No.
open razors. So was I like, holy shit?
I like Melissa and I went straight to
Instantly
kill
was
yourself.
like, "Kill yourself, bitch."
Yeah.
We're on Twitter.
It explains so much. Yeah, that's what Melissa and I have Twitter. Should we play some voicemails?
Yes. Well, that's something I'll be thinking about for a week.
That's going to haunt you.
I will never stop thinking about that.
Please, whoever said that, please tell me it was a funny joke. I'm going to make sure to lock my doors at night.
Hey, this message is for the web crawlers. My name's Alexa. First of all, I wanted to say that I keep having these moments when I listen to the voicemail episodes where I don't, really understand what my voice sounds like. And I feel like I've left a number of voicemails that sometimes I forget if I've left one recently or not. So I'll hear someone start talking and I'm like, wait, what the hell? Is that me? And it never is. Anyways, I wanted to call and tell y'all a weird kind of a synchronicity, but also kind of just me having one type when it comes to dating. Okay, so one summer, I think this was like 2 years ago, I dated this guy, right? And he worked at this like arcade place called Pinballs. I'm going to dox him. I think it's a chain, but I don't know. Anyways, it's called Pinballs. And he told me, like, the first time we went out, he told me this crazy story about how he went to, like, this crazy party at his manager's house, and his manager got in a fight with one of the other employees, right? It was, like, a super detailed story, but also really fucking boring. And so he told me that story, right? And then he ghosted me, don't know why. And then in, like, September, I start dating this other dude. And both of these dudes are super stoner vibes. And the one dude used to work at Pinballs too. So one of them still worked there and then the other one didn't.
She does have a type.
He started telling me the same exact story about his manager's house party. And I knew they had both worked at Pinballs, but I didn't know they like knew each other because it's like a big place. So, you know, it's a big happenings. There's a lot of people there. But I just thought it was so crazy that they both told me the same exact story about the manager's house party and how some dude got in a fight with the manager. This is one of those voicemails when I finish my story and I'm like, that was kind of boring. But whatever. I just took my Adderall, so everything seems exciting right now. But yeah, that's my weird synchronicity / not great at dating. And I realized they both knew each other because the second guy was telling the story, and I was like, wait, I almost called him his name. Do you know Jeb? We'll call him Jeb. And he was like, oh my God, I do know Jeb. Anyways, okay, love y'all. Bye.
Okay, Alexa.
That doesn't really feel like a synchronicity to me. That just feels
It's
like
it's a coincidence.
An office story that people tell, like it's something interesting that happened at the office. Pinball.
Hi, this is for the web crawlers. This is Alexa, and I wanted to call and talk about like American Girl dolls since y'all brought up Gwen in the last episode.
The homeless
and
doll.
I agree, super fucked up that this like crazy expensive company is kind of profiting off homelessness. But I did want to kind of defend the story of it a little bit because like Maria was saying, like, the girls who are playing with this are very interested. Most of them are interested in the backstories, and I knew a lot of people growing up who like didn't even have the dolls. They just wanted to read the books about them. And I also wanted to say there's like a lot of traumatic things happen to these poor American Girl dolls. Like the one from like the pioneer times, Kirsten. Oh my God, I'm horrible. I always forget how to say her name. Kirsten, literally her and her brother find a dead body. Like this is a 9-year-old. She finds a dead body. And then they take the stuff, or they find this dead body in this old man's house and they take his stuff and sell it for her family. And to me, that was crazier to me than like a homeless child.
We should do an American Girl doll podcast where we go through the stories.
Kirsten literally sees her friend die of some like old timey disease.
What, this is real?
That's like the biggest one that sticks out to me. But these American girls are like witnessing death and destruction and everything like that. So having a storyline about a homeless kid is not like crazy in terms of American Girl
no idea.
canon. I'm trying to think of any other ones that just like stand out, but I think Kirsten's is the wildest one. One of them, Rebecca, she attended a protest in her book. This was in like 1900 something, and she attended like a union rights protest and like gave a speech and got hit with a rock, which was crazy.
We have to do an American Girl doll podcast.
I just want to tell y'all, like, yes, it's crazy, but it's also,
I had no idea.
Other American Girl stories. It's like, oh, okay, that's just like
one of the sex worker
addressing stuff. So I wanted to point that out. But yeah, that's it. I never thought I'd hear y'all talk about American Girl dolls.
I was a big American Girl doll head. Like that was like my number one gift. That was like, I was all about it. Like played it with friends. Like we all had them. And I loved the stories, and it's so cool. It's like the coolest company because it's teaching kids history, but like through the eyes of like things they want to play with.
I had no idea. Was American Girl doll like a California thing? Because I never heard of them until I went to the Grove and saw the American Doll.
I love going to the store there. You can have lunch there. They have like a tea room.
I've never been, but the catalog was everything to me. The catalog was everything. So each doll is a different period of history. So like Molly is World War II. And so her accessories that you could buy were like a radio that worked, that you like put batteries in. And I would listen to it all the time. And it was like an old radio broadcast. And then it would be like, I'm Captain James McIntyre calling for my daughter, Molly McIntyre. And it was like him going to like a radio broadcast. He was in the war, but he was like sending a message to his kids for Christmas. So like all their stuff was just set in time. Like Samantha was, I think, like the turn of the century, like 1900s. And then like she had a little dresser from when she like traveled by train across. Like it was really cool.
What did
I love this.
Like, were there ads for these girls in like magazines or like?
They had a magazine. They had an entire American Girl magazine, and you could also buy their clothes for yourself. So like I was always buying American Girl dresses because they were the cutest, because you could get the exact
dress
same
like your doll
the doll had, but they were cool because they were like vintage looking stuff.
That's why you're so into cottagecore now.
Exactly.
Because there were these, like, I remember reading in magazines, like, when I was, like, a kid, that there would be these, like, dolls you could buy. Maybe it was them. And I would cut out their pictures and, like, hang them up on my wall. I don't know why.
That's really sad.
It was weird. It was so... And I would, like, fill out the form where you could order, but, like, I could never order them. That was poor. Okay, so...
That's really sad.
Next voicemail.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. I was just listening to your mailbag episode where you were talking about French bulldogs. You all got on to a little bit of a tangent about washrooms and mentioned that you didn't like when it was sort of a gender-neutral washroom with individual stalls and a sink in the middle. I actually do equity consulting for organizations figuring out how to work with how to make spaces safer for trans folks and how to make services safer for trans and gender diverse people. Actually, one of the things that we recommend is to have kind of a setup exactly like what you guys were describing, of having individual stalls with, the sink outside of the washroom, because this can be much safer for trans folks who either aren't trying to be read as cisgender, or trans folks who might be visibly trans and might get harassed or attacked in washrooms. These kinds of setups actually make it much, much safer for those trans folks. It can be a little bit of a strange experience the first time that you use that kind of washroom setup. For people who experience a lot of anxiety about using washrooms because of harassment, it can actually be much safer. Just wanted to throw that out there as something to think about and maybe discuss on the show. I love your guys' show. I discovered you through the pandemic, and it's really been keeping me going. And la, la, la. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
That's a very, very good point that I had not considered.
I didn't think about that either.
What is the what were we talking about?
Because Allie was saying you don't like when it's just a big sink in the middle and then it's like girls on one side, boys on the other.
A bunch of stalls where it's like a unisex bathroom, where it's not like single stall unisex, where it's just like a big bathroom with several stalls that's unisex and then the sink's in the middle.
Got it.
But I totally agree that that's a very good point. Just want to say for everyone, although I'm sure this is obvious, very pro LGBTQ plus community. 2 of my very dear friends are trans, and I was not meaning to be exclusionary. I did not think of it that way, and I think that that's great.
I agree.
Great. I agree too.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Caitlin from Toronto. I called a little while ago talking about how I played in a haunted house with what was probably a demon or ghost child. Anyway, I wanted to call back and update on that because I talked to my mom, and my mom actually said that the family who we used to play with actually left that house because they thought it was haunted. So,
Oh my God.
something we didn't know as kids, but I thought that was really cool. And I'm actually just listening to your episode from today because I'm really on the ball about controversial toys, and I have another spooky story. You're talking about Furbies, and it reminded me that being a child of the very late 80s, I had a Teddy Ruxpin, which is like basically an original Furby, but was creepier because you put a tape in it. And so I had this Teddy Ruxpin doll when I was probably 1, and my parents thought it was really creepy. It used to kind of go off on its own and without the tape. Anyway, they took the batteries out of it, and then it continued to talk, so much so that my uncle at the time took it to the dump to get rid of it because my parents thought it was super evil. Anyway, I just thought that might be cool, and probably was my first introduction to spooky stuff. Anyways, love your show. Thanks so much. Bye.
Yeah, the Teddy Ruxpins, you could put tapes in them and like record.
Yeah, I remember
stuff.
that. That's so crazy.
That's so creepy.
One thing that is kind of cool along those lines that I saw is, like at Build-A-Bear, you can also put like a tape or like something inside the Build-A-Bear. And this person recorded, this person's son had died or something. And then they recorded his heartbeat or something before he died. And then
I saw that.
Yeah, and then they made a Build-A-Bear after he passed away, and they put the recording of his heartbeat in the Build-A-Bear. So then they had the Build-A-Bear with like the recording of their son, their deceased son's heartbeat or something, so that they could have
something
that,
like that. Yeah,
nice.
It was nice. It's a nice story. Nice story.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
It was on like
Craig,
the dodo
you
or
are
something.
in trouble. He's wrong. He's literally wrong. I know that Maria is saying that he's wrong about not caring about the backstory. I just have to hop on here and defend Maria. And this is Rosie, by the way. I was a big American Girl fan, and the major appeal of them is that they have a backstory.
Okay.
I had Samantha, Molly, Julie, who was, you guys probably don't know about Julie, she was probably past your time, and Elizabeth, who is Felicity's best friend. And the books are like the point, basically.
Wow.
Like, if you didn't care about the books, just buy a different doll. Like that's my stance. And they do have American Girls that don't have backstories. Like they have the Just Like Me dolls or whatever. But like, in my opinion, those are less fun because I love the historical dolls. So I think Craig just didn't know any dorky little girls when he was young because honestly the whole point was like,
yeah, now he knows a dorky little girl.
were loyalists, and she was best friends with Felicity, and her family were patriots, and blah, 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 blah. Like, it teaches you social issues. I will defend American Girl to my dying day. Yes, it's weird that they had that homeless doll, especially because it cost hundreds of dollars. However, I don't think that they were wrong in saying this is a way to teach. I think they were a little misguided in it costing so much money.
And not donating any of the proceeds.
Didn't
they say they donate
their whole
some?
mission
They
this
just
whole
didn't
time
donate.
has
No.
been teaching girls social issues. I didn't say just girls, but, from the beginning, it really was mostly for girls. But still, I don't know. I just wanted to hop on here and say Craig is wrong. and Maria is right. And
Sick.
that's all. Okay, bye.
Okay.
They didn't donate any of the proceeds. They just made a yearly donation
Okay,
to
got it.
different organizations. I'm serious. I want to start a American Doll podcast where we get into the weird backstories.
Now, I will tell you that Erios
no.
was pitched an American Girl show that
Really?
didn't end up doing, but they did on their own. Who did it?
Oh,
I'll have to send it
no.
to you. But maybe there's a different way in. Maybe there's a way in that hasn't been done before. Because after we started talking about them, I started thinking the same thing. I was like, I want to go into these stories because they're the coolest.
I don't know anything about any of this stuff.
American Girl website hasn't like an official podcast,
Ooh,
but
I
I
bet
don't. I bet
that's
it's
good,
not
too.
like edgy. No.
Felicity, she talked about Felicity. I had Felicity, and Felicity was during the revolution or the Declaration of Independence times or whatever. And she came with like a harp, I believe. That was like one of her.
A harp.
She had some cool stuff. Yeah, that was like one of her things you could get with her. Because I'll tell you, Melissa, because you don't know anything. In the magazine,
I don't know anything.
when it comes to American Girl dolls, in the magazine, it would show you them in their rooms, like where they were. And so like you could buy rooms that they were in basically with like their bed. Like if it was like Molly, I believe, had like a cool plastic looking, like it would be like a 1940s looking bed. But if it was Samantha, she would have like an iron bed, like a wrought iron bed. So it was like they all had these worlds.
How
they lived
neat.
in. It was the coolest.
Here's how the American Girl dolls inspired a cult podcast, but it's like I'm not seeing the name of the podcast anywhere here.
I'll have to.
I bet it's called American Girl Dolls, the podcast.
Oh no, it's they do the official podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to like work for American Girl dolls. Maybe that's what I need.
That's your
to be
calling.
doing.
Maybe you can be a waitress at the restaurant.
That's my calling.
I wonder if they're gonna make like a COVID-19 doll and it has like
a mask. It's wearing a mask.
a little mask on it
Yeah, like
a
Terry,
nurse, COVID
And
nurse.
and like Purell.
yeah. And she had to stay home from school. She comes with a laptop and like Zoom login.
A Zoom login.
You can also get makeovers at the store to look like you and your doll. You could, oh my God, you can bring your doll in and the doll sits in a little like salon chair and you sit in a salon chair and someone makes over the doll and like gives it a hairdo and paints its nails. And then you get your nails painted and a hairdo at the same time of you and your doll.
Come on.
Cool as hell.
That's so, like, if you're a little girl, like that is so fun.
That is cool.
Or if you're a big girl. Like,
if you're a big girl.
It's not so bad either.
Oh my God, you can also take it to the doll hospital. If your doll gets injured or if you think it has an injury, there's a fake doctor there who works there and they'll
There's a fake
repair
doctor.
your doll.
A fake
This
doctor.
is so funny.
I want to go to that store. I
You
bet
guys
it's
should have
open.
a birthday there. I wonder if they allow people over 20 to have
I'm
birthdays
sure
there.
they don't.
Oh my God, make it a sleepover. Check out our overnight packages with our hotel partners
Shut
that feature beds just for your American Girl dolls.
Up. See, they've got it figured out. They get it. This is what Dippin' Dots needs. Who's ever dealing with the American Girl doll like world needs to get over to Dippin' Dots because they get it. They know what people want and they're selling it.
Fascinating.
All right, let's play another one.
I think this would be best discussed on web crawlers because you discussed sleep paralysis, and I've had this experience with Chanted. The first experience was I was fighting a bully in my dream, and I woke up and I had my wife in a submission technique in which you're behind her and you have your arm across her neck and it's a rear naked chokehold. Yeah, that was no good. Everything's fine. And then there was another dream in which I was fighting a bully, lashed out, and then this is why I stopped taking Chantix.
Chantix.
That's the nicotine pills. Yeah.
And I got tangled.
Understand anything this guy's saying other than that he's really violent at night.
An alligator. And so we were in the the dead man roll, which you're just, I don't know if you fight alligators, but you're just completely wrapped around them trying to keep their jaws shut. And I rolled off the bed in a log roll where I just hit the floor, completely perpendicular, slammed my head. That was my last experience with chanting. I mean, it worked, but the dreams are pretty gnarly. It kind of seems relevant to what you all talk about.
And that's...
It does say that one of the effects of Chantix is trouble sleeping in unusual dreams.
Well,
there we
this
heard
guy
it here.
is...
So what was he saying about the mission position? What did he say?
He was dreaming that he was beating up a bully, and then he woke up and his wife or his girlfriend, he had her in a chokehold.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But then he said everything's okay.
Everything's fine.
And then he was wrestling an alligator and fell off his bed. That's what I got from that.
Well, it's good for people to know the side effects of Chantix.
Of Chantix, yes. We're not sponsored by Chantix.
We're not.
No, we're definitely never going to get an ad with them for that voicemail.
Okay, I'll play another voicemail. Sure, why not?
Hi, this is Cressy from Atlanta. This is for the web crawlers. So this is like super dumb and not important at all. I have no idea why I'm compelled to share this, but with the latest Fields ad, when Allie says, you know what's even sicker? For whatever reason, my 3.5 brain cells just thinks that what's coming next is Taylor Swift from Shake It Off saying, this sick beat. Every time. And I listen to this podcast a lot. I listen to every episode when it comes out. So I hear it a lot. And every single time, I think Taylor Swift is going to pop out of nowhere and say, this sick beat. And then Shake It Off chorus is about to start. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. Have a great day. Love y'all.
That's funny.
Maria writes our ads, and in every ad, she has me saying, that's sick.
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 That's sick.
And then I have Melissa
That's
going,
amazing.
oh no.
Oh, no.
Hi, this message is for web crawlers. My name is Ellen. It's my first time calling, but a long-time listener.
Yay.
I just wanted to tell you guys about a really weird synchronicity that I had the other day. It was super strange. So basically, I woke up. It's going to kind of sound all over the place, but I promise it's very strange. I woke up and put on a pair of pants that I hadn't worn in a while, probably since before quarantine, and they were a little tight, and they ripped right on the butt. And it was not great. So I like to sew, so I was like, oh, I'll just fix them. And so I stitched them up, and I kind of was frustrated I couldn't get it to look right. So it was kind of like a rough stitch. And then later that day, I'm working, and right now I'm in the process of converting to Judaism. So I am listening to a book about it on Audible as I work. And it just happened to be that the part that I was on in this book was about death. It was talking about Judaism and death. And I learned that during this part, I learned that a lot of times when a Jewish person hears about someone dying, it's a tradition to rip a piece of your clothing, right as you hear about it.
It is?
As I'm listening to this portion, and right after my clothes had ripped, a bird flies into the window of my home right next to me and dies. It felt like a really weird omen, and it was super sad, obviously. And I keep listening. I took care of the bird, my husband and I put it in a nice little place in our garden and took care of it. But the part about Judaism is that when they die, you rip your clothing, you're supposed to stitch it up with a rough stitch so you always remember. And it was just so weird that all of this happened within a 2-hour period. It was one of the strangest
so
things.
Crazy.
But it was really nice to hear from Maria in the last episode that sometimes these things mean that you're on the right track. I feel kind of bad that means that this bird had to die for me to learn that I'm on the right track, but hopefully that's what it means. Anyways, thank you so much. I love your show. I will be calling in more often. All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Wow, that's so crazy. I totally believe that.
What's even crazier is Maria saying
Yeah, I
that
doubt that was
signs me
Maria who
on the
said
right
that.
track.
Yeah, it was
said
not
it. I
Maria.
probably said it.
Okay, next message.
Hi, web crawlers. This is Taylor. I am a new listener. I just called for the first time about a serial killer theory. You haven't played it yet, but you said you want more new callers, so I'm back. So I have a few just stories that I think you'll like. The first is a weird, I don't know if you want to call it a synchronicity. I mean, I feel like it's that, but I feel like it's something else too. I don't know. This happened to me when I was in high school. I was in college. I don't remember. But my friends and I had this diner that we like to hang out at, and I went with one friend, and a third friend was supposed to meet up with us after work. So she texted us when she got off. It was like, I'm heading over. It should have taken her like 10 minutes to get to us, but like 20 minutes went by. My friend that I was with already said, it's kind of freaking me out because I had a dream that she was in a car accident last night. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is kind of freaky. But yeah, we tried to contact her. She didn't respond. So we decided to go. And it was wild because as we were leaving, we get a call, and it's our friend saying, hey, I was just in a car accident. Can you guys come pick me up? And the wild thing is that it was like maybe 5-10 minutes before that we were talking about the dream that my other friend had. So we were probably talking about the accident, like right when it happened. So
Weird.
yeah, I don't know. It freaked us out. Luckily, my friend was, for the most part, okay. She didn't really think the dream was as freaky when we told it to her because she was more upset that she told us her car. I don't know. That always freaks me out. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I'm not a very spiritual person, or I don't believe things happen for a reason, but it's just kind of quite the coincidence if it is one. I'll call back some more stories. I think I went over. Oh, I don't know if you'll get all this, but okay, bye.
We got it. Dang.
Wow, that's
crazy.
crazy, man. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much. And we will tell you the new P.O. box soon because we want to get more death threats for sure. It's pretty exciting. I am Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
And I'm producer Maria.
Bye.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.